So here we are back with another video on American Patriot. Oh, tell me it isn't so. Tell me that the communist government in America is saying that FEMA is running out of money for Americans. Meanwhile, everybody's out there, vote Kamala, vote Kamala. Now, think about it. Are we in it or are we in it? We got money for illegals, not a problem. We got money for Ukrainian wars all around the world. We got money for Iran. We got money for everybody else but the taxpayer. And here you are, still preaching. Still glad you're going to vote for her. Because the right and the Republicans are white supremacists. Because we are communists. Who's a communist now? Huh? Let me guess. All the people on the left that are affected by the hurricane, will you still vote for her now? When they're telling you that they're going to leave you in the situation you're in because the money's running out. But don't let another war break out, because if that happens, the presses come back on and here comes another $1 trillion for whoever needs it around the world, but just not you. Let's face it. The Democratic Party is a communist party, and it is useless to our country. It is useless to you on the left, just like it is useless to us on the right. It is useless to all Americans. Meanwhile, you guys are still out there preaching blah, 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 and look at what's happening to you because of that. But still, I'll bet you still will vote for her, because you ain't got no sense, because you can't make sense of it in any kind of way, right? Because they told you that Trump is the bad guy. I ain't never seen Trump leave Americans behind, but I see them doing it. I ain't never seen Trump say that there was no money for Americans, but I see them doing it. I never seen Trump taking nobody's rights, but I see them doing it. I never seen Trump make another country first. He made America first, but they make other countries first. You are nobody. I'm talking to you on the left. You know, the people that are just blobbing. But see, they talk to you back and forth, blah, 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 all that stuff, and you went all for it, all out. Brainwashed to the maximum, sheep ready to go to the slaughterhouse. And now you're seeing with your own eyes that they are no good for America. We've been telling you all along, but you just won't listen. All right? And this is nothing. This is just the beginning. Go ahead and cast your vote for that woman and see what's going to be next. You think it's going to get better for America? You're sadly mistaken. Let me tell you, you're looking at it right now. This is just a little sample of what's coming to you. What will it take to make people understand that even when it's playing out right in their faces, like this right here, FEMA actually saying that they're running out of money? Can you believe that? Running out of money? Think about that. Think about that for 1 second. Basically what they're saying is, you know what? The hell with you Americans. Left and right. We don't care about none of you. That's the translation and the truth to what they're saying behind the scenes. These are the same woman this woman is the one that tells you all these things and makes you all these promises, but on the other side of the token, it's nothing like that. Like I said before, if she could have done anything for this country, she would have already done it. She didn't have to reach to be president in order to do it. She has no good intentions for you or me, for your kids or my kids. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. Forget about left and right and know and believe what I'm telling you. Unity as Americans is the only way. Forget about left and right. Forget about all the devices they've used to separate this country. Because the results are what you're looking at right now. This is what happens when they divide a nation like us. And this is what happens when you let people just feed your mind with fantasy and everything else. It is not true. All those things are lies, and they're still lying to you. You need to wake up. You need to vote for the best for all of us, not just some wacko idea that they're putting in your mind. We, with common sense as a people and as a nation, need to understand, just like you, like anyone else in this country, the fact of the matter is, how can you help someone else when you can't even help yourself? Think about that. So now you got this government, this Democratic Communist Party in the White House that took their time and took our money and sent out hundreds of billions of dollars to other countries. And now, as Americans here in this country, they can't help the Americans because of what's happened with hurricanes and weather patterns. Now, all of a sudden, there's no money. You know what's going to be the next thing? That there's no Social Security. But you know what? They're still collecting out of your check. They're still taking it. You know what's going to happen when if the Communist Party gets back in that White House again? The next thing that's going to happen is, like I told you, they're going to break the economy on purpose. And everyone that's on assisted living or anything like that, Social Security, all those Americans are going to be penniless. You're not going to have anything. And you know what they're going to say? Just like they're saying now, we ran out of money. This was the plan all along. But people just couldn't understand that, and still can't understand that. They just want to introduce their new monetary system, which is a digital monetary system. You know why? Simple. To control you. They tell you what you're going to make. They don't like what you buy with your money or spend, whatever, they shut your account down. China has that. It's realistic. It's really happening. And you need to wake up to reality and stop dreaming. Forget about all this other crap that you hear about the racism, the separations, the division. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. It's getting old, and it's getting stupid, dumb, and ignorant. It is beyond stupid. The bigger picture here is why they have you wrapped up in a bunch of bullshit. They're sweeping up the country and taking over in a way that by the time you wake up out of your sheeple mentality, it'll be too late. But still today, you people don't understand it. Still today, I'm looking at videos where people are actually defending these people. The same people looking to destroy you. How ignorant can you be as an individual? Think about that. So when the money runs out, there's nothing, right? So then right away, what's going to happen is they're going to introduce that system, and now you're in control. Now you're not independent anymore. See, they took that from you. They took that right from you. And they did it with propaganda. They did it by using the mainstream media. All those puppets that they used to play you to believe your crap, and look what they did to you. And look what they've done to our nation. Now, you the ones on the left that don't want to hear nothing anyone has to say, you're going to suffer this wrath like everyone else. If you think you're special and you think they're going to treat you special, you're sadly mistaken. The only thing they needed you was to achieve their goal. And now you're a nobody. And you see this move that FEMA's doing? This is proof positive of that. It's not just an opinion. It's not a mainstream media. It's not a fact checkers. None of that bullshit. It's truth. Here's when they shit on us, the Americans, left and right. See that? But they had money for everyone else but us. And we allowed it. You know why we allowed it? Because we allowed them to separate us and divide us as a nation. And I told you, and I've told you in my other videos, division was the weakness of this nation. And if we don't wake up And I'm talking to you on the left. If you don't wake up, all hell is coming down on you. Believe me when I tell you that. All hell is going to come down on you, and nobody is coming to help you. Don't start crying later. It's time to wake up. It's time to get rid of this propaganda and all this ridiculous shit. Stop watching TV. Stop watching CNN and all that bullshit. Get away from the programming system and the brainwashing system and start talking to each other as human beings, and know that the problem in this country is affecting all of us. It's not a left and right thing. It's not a black and white thing. It's not a racist thing. It's not an illegal this, that. None of that. None of that. That is all bullshit. But like I said, and I keep telling people, do you think they're going to listen? No, they're not going to listen. And some of you will still insist on moving forward with your mentality. It's like I told you, nobody gave a shit about your lifestyle. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a crap what you want to do with your life. That's your business. Just like you don't give a shit about what I want to do with my life. And that's my business. And I'm good with that. But let's keep those rights to live the way we want to live. Now, little do you know that in the middle of this game, you're giving away your rights a little at a time. They're actually convincing you that you're too stupid, all right, on the left and on the right, all right, that you're too stupid to know how to live your own life and make your own choices. That's what this is about, right? So basically what they're saying is, let us walk you holding your hand like a toddler, and we'll tell you what you need to do and how to do it. How stupid can you be to let someone tell you something like that to your face? That's the translation of what they're doing. Obama said it clear one time in one of his fancy ass stupid dinners. He said it just like that. Take their rights. These people have no idea how to live life. They need someone to show them. That's what that clown said, right? So now that you see what's going on with FEMA, I hope that some of you on that left, some of you, at least the light will come on now, and you'll start seeing instead of hearing. Never mind what they're telling you. It's what's happening in front of you. That's the truth. The lie is what you're hearing. The truth is what you're seeing. And what have we just seen? The federal government just shit on all of us, left and right. Or what do you think? The hurricane only chose the people on the right's house? Or do you think the hurricanes just choose the straight people, not the gay people, the black or the whites? Or no, the hurricane hits everybody. It doesn't give a shit who you are and what you believe in, right? But the federal government itself is taking you down. They're breaking this country on purpose. They're destroying each city on purpose. They're allowing all these drugs on purpose. They're allowing our country to be invaded on purpose. This is all a design of destruction. And they used you, the sheep, to help them pull that agenda off. And you help them without even knowing that you're fucking helping them. Wild. Just totally wild. I'm telling you. Don't wait till you got a knife to your throat before you figure it out. I'm telling you right now, unity in America is vital. Let's put all our differences and bullshit to the side. Let's get together and ask the government why they can't help us in our time of need. And that we, as a nation, will not accept that there is no money to defend our nation and to take care of our people. That is what we need to do. Stop listening to all these people. I'm telling you, stop it. Stop listening to the news. Stop listening to the radio. Stop listening to all of that bullshit programming. Stop. All you got to do is see what they're saying right away. FEMA running out of money. Isn't that hilarious? You got to be kidding me with that. You got to be kidding me with that. And if you're on the left and this isn't enough, Nothing's enough. You just ain't got no sense, no brain, and you deserve to be treated that way, like a foolish child that needs to be held by the hand. But the majority of us don't feel that way, and we don't see it that way. We're not stupid, and we're not ignorant, and we will not be programmed. All right? We will not be programmed. So a little at a time, what they're going to do, look what happened in Hawaii. Look what happened in Hawaii. They don't talk about that in the media no more. They don't talk about that. Hawaii is part of the United States. Period. They let that bad boy burn, and they haven't done one thing for nobody over there. You think that this is like a joke? You think this is like not real? You think this is really not happening? Now the hurricanes are hitting over here on the mainland, and they're going to leave it like that. They're going to leave it just like that. They are not going to fix anything because you know what? They want the country to burn. They want this country to fall. Because when they take over, it's going to be their country. Not yours or mine, their country. And you know who I'm going to blame for that? You, the sheep. The people that didn't have any sense and common sense to know any better. The people that allowed a TV station, all right, and media to program to you to believe any different. So now they're burning it down a little at a time. Now they're telling you that there ain't no money. And next comes to shutting down the government programs. And guess what? Guess what? Let the riots and survival mode begin. When people ain't got no food, all hell's going to break loose. And you know what they're going to do? The same people that told you, this, that, and the other, and you went for it all the way through hook, line, and sinker, they're going to go hide in their little mansions and just watch America kill itself and watch America burn. And then when there's nothing left, and the people are wandering around crying and whining about how they're hungry and they this and that and all the mourning and all that stuff, Big Brother's going to step in as the king and savior of all things. The same people that destroyed it, right? They're going to walk in and they're going to say, hey, listen, we got a solution for you. We got a whole new monetary system. We're going to help you build the country, this and that, and you're going to bow. And you're going to bow. When you already had all that. You already had all that. You had your house. You had your money. You had your own life. You didn't need this to happen. So then go bow down to someone else when you were doing it by yourself. You didn't have to bow down to nobody. That's how stupid this is. How ignorant can you be to fall for something like that? So it would be like saying you got $1 million, right? And you're going to allow somebody to take the $1 million from you. And then you're going to be a servant to the same person that took your $1 million. And now you're going to bow down to him. Same thing is happening right now with our country. Like I said, it's destruction by design. And by who? By who? The elitist globalists. The little shits that they are. Them dudes right there. A handful of people turn a whole nation upside down. A whole world upside down. Country by country, city by city, all of it. Why though? But why? Because the people let them. Because the people let them. Because all we had to do was unite and the game would have been over and we wouldn't have had to face these catastrophes that have happened, are happening, and are going to get worse. And all we had to do was unite. But nope, that would make too much sense. It's all about white supremacy. It's all about gays and straights. It's all about black and whites. It's all about transgender. Bullshit. All that bullshit is how they got you this way. This is how the country is falling. And they played you with all that shit, and still you're out there rapping the same shit. And like, if you don't even know this is happening. Unbelievable, man. I'm telling you, it is just dumb. It is, and seriously, it is just some dumb shit. You people really need to snap out of that bullshit. Start listening to other people and listen to what they got to say. and stop fighting against them and join the party. Join the party and let's get out of this mess before it's too late. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This ain't nothing. Okay? So now, if you're on the left side and your house just got destroyed and FEMA tells you, oh, I'm sorry, we can't give you no money. You just have to stay homeless because, the federal government ran out of money. We're collecting taxes still, though. Don't worry about that. We'll just keep stealing your money. But, we can't fix your house. Left and right, all are going to suffer the same consequence. What part do you not understand? Why would you allow an ignorant group of people play you in this way to the point that you really believe they're bullshit? Can you not understand? Can you not understand it yet? That division, it just doesn't work out? Can you not understand that that whole left and right shit is all bullshit? Can you not understand that it's all the same? We're just Americans. I've told you this before. We're all Americans. And we're being shafted by a little group of people because they've achieved the brainwash system and they used it well. But the truth is, there's no win. There's no win in division. We're losing. We're losing as a people and as a nation over this division. My advice to you is wake up and wake up fast. And just because it ain't affected you yet, and maybe the hurricane didn't take your house down, but it's coming. It ain't going to be a hurricane. It's going to be them coming for you. Left and right. Know that. These guys are growing ballsy. They are growing ballsy. That move for the federal government to even say something stupid like that, as dumb as that is, to say that FEMA's running out of money, that is the most dumbest thing the federal government has ever said. And why is it that stupid? Because you just fed the whole world billions and trillions of dollars, and now you can't even fix somebody's house here in their own country. Yeah, it's that dumb. You got to be a real whacked out person not to see this. This is just, you know what? I think a 5-year-old understands this. Simple, man. Bidenomics, right? Bidenomics, man. It's great. We're going to vote for Kamala. Hey. Yeah, right. You go ahead and keep thinking that. You go ahead and keep thinking that that's the way to go. You people, man. You people are unbelievable, man. You are more responsible for this problem than the elitists and the federal corrupt government of the United States. You are the worst because it's because of you that they've gotten this bad. There's nobody else. You've done this to our nation. You did this to our country. You did this to your fellow American. You did it because you allowed them to brainwash you and feed you a line of shit, and you just went on with it and believe it and still believe that bullshit and still believe that shit. Yeah? You think the federal government's going to treat you better because you're a transgender? They're going to give you something special? You think they're going to fix your house? No, they ain't going to fix your house or anybody else's house. They're not going to feed you or anyone else. So why are you still on their side? Instead of being on the side you need to be with your own fellow American and countrymen. Ask yourself that question. When does that happen? When do you make sense of that? When? What's it going to take? What's it going to take to understand who the true Communist Party and no good party for our country is? They're showing it to you in your face every day. But here you are, still believing the lie. People need to get your shit together. I mean, I'm serious. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. You know what's crazy? Some of you are college educated. Holy shit. What in the hell did you learn? Unbelievable. This is the reason why people say that educated does not mean that you're intelligent. And this is the reason why right here. True statement. This is it right here. College educated and can't tell the difference between your enemy and your friend. Can't tell the difference between being programmed and bullshitted. Can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy. Eh? Common sense is worth more than any PhD. Count on that. Count on that. And well, that guy really doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, that's right. Because I just watched my country go to shit according to your little stupid ass ignorant ways of thinking, right? And I'm supposed to believe that you know what you're talking about. I don't know. You guys better get it together. Better get it together fast, too. You ain't got a prayer. You ain't got a prayer. You were wrong. Accept it. You're wrong. Your way of thinking is wrong. And it's being proven every day you're wrong. Get it together. My fellow patriots, God bless you. See you around in my next video. Moving on. Stay focused. Keep your eye on the ball. God bless you.